My name is Troy Bixamore, and I help people of all background and experience level create passive income with faceless channels. Kevin O'Leary said, YouTube is the most powerful tool of the decade. He also said, I'm an incredible entrepreneur solving the hardest problem with YouTube, predictable growth. I started my first channel at the age of 16. I tried for 6 months growing channel with no result, and I quickly learned I wasn't alone. Out of my frustration and from being broke, I had no choice but to find a better strategy. My first channel that I blew up was 7 months into my journey. I started making $1,000 a month, 3,000, then 5,000, and from that point, I realized I cracked the code with faceless channels. Over the next year, I started more channels, getting to over 30,000 every month consistently. I knew I had something more powerful than I could ever even imagine. I helped everyone I knew implement the exact same strategy, and I built my reputation by being honest and over-delivering. I've been featured in US Reporter, New York Weekly, Business Chart Magazine, CEO Weekly, and many more. Over the year, I've helped over 400 people achieve time, location, and financial freedom with faceless channels. People believe YouTube success is difficult and time-consuming. Fortunately, that is not true. There is a formula. Even if you don't have a technical bone in your body, you can get results. And my mission is to share this formula with you. Today, we're going to be covering how to create the money-making machine and also how to optimize the channel. So once we build the channel, it's more than just putting an email together, putting a branding and logo together, but how can we optimize the channel so that way we can have a higher chance of getting the channel to be viewed? Because a lot of you guys are going to start a channel from scratch with 0 subscribers, 0 view. And the thing is, when your channel have no sort of data, it's very hard to get your videos to get traction. So we're going to figure out how can we optimize the channel so we can raise our chance. Once we build that channel, we start getting a couple of videos uploaded, we can actually get some traction on the channel overall. Who's ready to create their money-making machine? And I put these channels as an example. For example, we have a basketball channel, we have a psychology channel, and we have a Christianity channel. We're going to start from obviously a blank Canva and having the art, what I call the arts of the channel, to get ready to start uploading the video. When you guys see all those channels with the perfect thumbnail, the nice channel arts and everything like that, today I'm going to show you guys how to create all that. And the good thing is, I remember in the past, because of AI, all this stuff, different thing happening, you can have a great logo, because I know people used to pay $500, $300 to get a company or brand logo made. Now we're going to do it within less than a couple of seconds. Obviously, it's going to take me a couple of minutes to run it through you guys. I'm going to go very slowly. But these days, I do this whenever I'm building a channel. It would literally take me less than 10 minutes to form the whole channel and optimize the channel. Fairly simple. So I have a checklist, and I'm going to drop that checklist also on School. So right now, as I'm talking, day 4 on School should already be published. So you guys will see the resources for day 4, which is every single thing that I'm going to go over right now. So if you go to the school and you go to the classroom, you actually see the day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. You see that day 4 is unlocked. So all the websites I'm going to go over, everything that I'm going to be doing, the links will be there. So that way I'm not dropping the link in the chat too. Now, the very first thing that we need, obviously, is we need a name for the channel. And we already have the niche. Now, the name is fairly simple. I always say, because I remember I was speaking to my girlfriend, and she was creating an LLC, and I was on the call with her. I'm like, okay, let's think of a name right now. And she was like, I wanted to give you some thoughts. I'm like, it's always a thing that you can change. Nobody ever look at a channel, subscribe to a channel, and say, I like the name, let me subscribe. It's more of, I like the video, let me subscribe. So the name can always change in the future. And at the same time, I've seen some channel with the weirdest name. It's not even proper English, but they have 4 million subscribers. So it's not the most important thing on the channel. And usually when something doesn't contribute to bringing a lot more money on the channel, I don't spend too much time on it. So the only thing that I ask when you're creating your name, at least if it can have some similarity to whatever your niche is about, and preferably 1 to 2 words. So nothing longer than that. So something that's easy if people love your channel, they want to search for in the future. It's very easy for the brain to remember. Similar to when you think of Apple, you think of Amazon, Microsoft, um, any sort of popular company, they're very easy to remember because their name is very simple, Walmart. So it's very easy on the tongue, very simple, and it's actually in English for the most part. So what we're gonna be using is, if you can't think of anything right now, to be quite honest, what I tell people is you're gonna go to Google, and there's this website that is called Namelix. So we're gonna search for Namelix. When you go to Namelix, you can type whatever keyword or whatever your channel is gonna be about. So on the chat, somebody give me your niche, and I'm gonna use that specific niche. So on the chat, give me some example for me to use. Let me see what's the first, right? True crime history. Let's do history. Type history. And I usually leave it for auto, all style. Next. Leave it medium. All the default setting, I just leave them and I just click generate. So what Namelix is gonna do is gonna generate a name and also a logo for our brand. So we have Historigy, we have Historique, we have the History Maker, we have Vivi the History, we have Historica, we have Total, we have Historia, we have Historio. So I'm just gonna pick a random one of them, and let me pick a Historique. I just kind of like that one, the way that it rang out. So I'm gonna select that one. Now, once you select the name, one thing that I like to do is I wanna go to YouTube and I wanna verify that it's not taken by a major channel. So you're gonna take that name. Let me just copy it just so I can have it. And you're gonna search for it on YouTube to make sure that it's not taken by a major channel. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna click filter. You're gonna filter it by channels, and it's gonna show you all channels that have that exact same name right here. So as we're scrolling, usually it's gonna show up as one of the first or second or third. But there's no channel that have the name history. So it's available for us to actually use. And this is important that you do this because you don't want to start building a channel and you start growing some subscriber base. And when people are searching for your channel name, the very first thing that shows up is the channel that's already have your name. So it's also screwing you from subscriber or screwing you from some viewers that could be coming into your channel overall. So you want to make sure that name is not taken by a bigger channel overall. So we have Historique, which is going to be the first thing, which is coming up with the name. Now, with Namelix, you can use the logo that they have on there, but I prefer to use another website because if you want to use the logo, for example, let me exit out. If you want to download the logo, it's going to ask you to purchase it. So you're going to have to purchase it. Now, you can honestly just screenshot it, and that could be your logo. But I prefer to have some different version of the logo. So what I do is I just use Namelix for the name. And we're going to use another website that is called Canva. I'm not sure. Have any of you guys used Canva before? It's obviously very popular for the most part. Anybody that have done some designer work, right? We have some yes. So most people here have used Canva before. Now, it's completely free to create an account. They have a pro version, but you don't really need the pro version as you're going to be creating multiple different channels and logo. So I'm going to log in with one of my email real quick, and I'm going to run you guys through it. So all you have to do is completely free. You create the email, you're gonna log into the account, and once you log into the account, it's gonna look something like this. This is gonna be the home page. Now, we have the name, we're looking for the logo for the channel. All you have to do is type logo, but what I like to do is type the niche and logo because I want a logo that at least have some similarity with the niche. So I'll type history, logo. All right. So now the one that have the crown next to them, it basically means you have to upgrade, you have to pay Canva, but you can honestly use the free one that they have, the free option. So I'm looking at the free one. I'm going to see which one is the best. And there's about 20,000. Some of them are art. the one that are in square or logo. Honestly, I kind of like that one. So you click on it. Up, that's a pro. So I have to upgrade. Let me skip that. Just to save some time, I'll just use the first one. And you simply click on it and you click customize this template. Let me use that one instead. It's better. All right. Now, with Canva, basically all I usually do, every single channel that I run, we just copy and paste. We get our logo from Canva, to be quite honest. I don't pay a couple dollars, a couple $100 to get a logo made. So we came up with a historique, which is the channel name. Usually I just copy and paste the text, highlight, change. His. No, I just noticed I was missing here. Okay, we're good. So I just copy and paste the name. Now I can take this out. I can just I'll just add like HR. Let me delete it. Okay, it's better now. Simple. So you can always change the color of the background. Whatever you want to change the color of, you just click on it. For example, if I want to change the background, I just click on it and there's a color and I can select whatever color that I want. But I'm going to keep the white. If you want to change the color of this, you can select it and then I can actually change it into whatever color that I want. But I'm going to keep it into that golden-ish color. And if I want to change this, the text, you click it also and text color, and you can change it into whatever color that you actually want to change it to. I'm just going to keep it right here. And all that you have to do is click share, download, and you're going to download this as a PNG. Gonna click download, and it's going to download into your computer. Now, another thing that I like to do, I like to download a watermark version of it. So when I do click download, click the transparent background. Okay, you need the paid version for that. I'll show you guys a trick around it. So now I just download the logo. We have the name. We have the logo for the channel. Now we're gonna come up with what we call the channel banner. So when you look at a YouTube channel, we have the name, we have the logo, and the channel banner is that giant art that you see on top when you click on the channel. So we're gonna create that channel banner right here. Now I use a website that is called snappa.com, completely free. Now I'm already logged in. Once you create your account and you logged into Snappa, you're gonna scroll down to YouTube banner. It's gonna be on the head banner and profile page section. So I'm gonna select YouTube banner and gonna click add. And obviously you can add and start from blank. Now they have a couple different template they can actually use. Usually I click the simplest one because I'm a very minimalistic person when it comes to like building a brand. When you look at Apple, it's just a simple Apple. Amazon is just a simple A with a smile. So I like the simplicity. So I don't have to do too much design. So I'm just gonna click something that's very simple. At least something that has some sort of hint of history. So that way I can do just some minor editing. All right, let's choose this. Okay, let's try that again. Let me use this one. So usually when I'm creating my banner, exact same thing as Canva. The reason I use Snapple instead of Canva, because Canva you can also create a channel art, is Snapple have the perfect template for channel art. When you are on YouTube, if you're on your computer, you can see all this. If you're on a phone, then it's gonna be a little bit smaller. On the phone, believe it or not, you're only gonna see like a small ratio of it. If you're on your TV, then you'll be able to see the whole banner. So depending on which device that the person are on, they're only able to see a certain part of the banner. But on every single device, this small piece right here, they'll be able to see it. So this is the universal part that everybody see. So any text that you want to put, anything important, you want to make sure it's in that middle square right here, which is one of the biggest reasons I use Snapple. So all that I'm gonna put the channel name, historique, and usually what I like to say is subscribe. For weekly content. Now I'm gonna change that color. I'm gonna take this out, not needed. Gonna make the background white. All I did was just click on the background and I go over here, background, go to color. I'm gonna select the color and select white. Now, the text color right here, I'm gonna use that exact same color just so I can keep the branding. You don't see Amazon using red or purple. It's just blue, which is their brand color. You don't see Walmart using green. It's just blue. It's just a brand color. And Apple have like that white grayish color to their brand. So I'm gonna get that exact color code, which is B88625. So B88625. And I'm gonna select this also. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Awesome. This is just me doing whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect, trust me. Just gonna make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna try to position it in the exact middle. And I'll just change the background color. It just looked too white for me. I'm gonna make it a little gray. And this is just me like messing around. I promise you guys this doesn't make or break the channel. Just use your creativity. Once you're done with it, you just click download, high resolution PNG again, and we're gonna download the channel art or the banner of the channel. So far, we have the name, we have the logo, and we have the banner. And I'm not sure if we have anybody that's following along with me and doing it as I'm doing it. So I might be going a little bit too fast. As long as you have the site pulled up, which is on the screen, then trust me, it's a very simplistic thing to be able to use. These are some of the most easiest sites. Because it used to take people hours and hours to design a logo, but now this is very simple. It's just plug and play, use their template. If you want to do some minor changes, sometime I like the color and everything, I just change the text and that's basically it. So fairly simple. Now, the very next thing is we actually going to create the email for the channel. Now, on the chat, be honest with me, guys. Does every single person here know how to create an email or a Gmail account, or do I need to go over that? All right, yes. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'll skip that one because I don't want to go over anything that's like super simplified. So obviously you're going to create a Gmail account, not a Hotmail, not a Yahoo. It have to be a Gmail. That's what you can create a YouTube account with. So you're going to create a Gmail account. Now, when you're creating the Gmail account, which is going to be the email for the channel, I highly recommend whatever name your channel is, that's going to be the name of the email. That email is going to be public because whatever email you use to create the channel, it will be public. So most likely, if you don't want people to know that you run the channel, you probably don't want to put your first and last name on the email. So if the channel name is Historique, you can use historique@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure that's taken. If that's taken, you can use Historique. Sometimes I put official. So historiqueofficial@gmail.com. Or you can use Historique and put any sort of number behind it, historique345@gmail.com. I preferably like to put the channel name just in case. I do that because usually when you create multiple different channel, I can basically see by the email that this is the name of the channel. So it's fairly simple in order for me to remember. So when you're creating your email, usually it's going to ask for your first and last name. I recommend you don't put your first and last name. Because if somebody emailed you and people are going to find your email, you're going to start having email, especially when your channel is getting traction. It doesn't show your first and last name. So what I usually do for the first name, I'll just put Historique. If your channel have two letters, you can put first and last name. And you don't have to put a last name. It's not mandatory. So preferably me personally, I don't put my name and email. And this is going to be very important also because in the future, this is something we'll talk about tomorrow, is you have the potential if you want to sell your channel for a higher profit. So it's also, you're building an asset that could be sold to somebody else, especially when it's automated. Now, once we have the email created, all you're going to have to do is you're going to go to YouTube and you're going to log into YouTube with that email. Now, for the sake of this example, I'm going to use an email that I rarely use. I'm going to log into it so I can actually use it for this example. All right. Now, the simplest way to log into an email is obviously you click on the profile, or if you don't have a profile, it's going to say sign in. If you already have a profile here, switch account and click add profile, and you're just going to log in. And naturally, when you log in with that email on YouTube, the account, the YouTube channel is already created. Now we just got to customize it. And all you have to do is click view your channel, and it's going to bring you to this page. Now, you can already see the name, and we don't have a logo. We're just putting an F because it's picking up my first name. You're going to click on the customize channel, and we're actually going to customize our channel. Now, the logo, the name, everything that we've already created, we're just going to copy and paste. Our logo, we're going to click upload. I'm going to find that logo on my computer, and then we're going to click done. Our banner, we're going to add the banner that we downloaded. Actually, I don't see it. Maybe I didn't download it. Gonna click download. Now we're good. We're gonna upload that banner. And the last thing is the video watermark. What I do for the video watermark, I use a website that is called remove.bg. You upload the logo. It's gonna create a watermark version of that logo. So I download it. And I'm gonna go back to the channel, upload watermark. Gonna click done. Usually I select the entire video. So that way it's just gonna have a watermark in the bottom right corner of the video throughout the whole video. So any video that I'm gonna be uploading in the future is gonna have my channel watermark, just so I can have more branding into it. I'm gonna click publish. Now that's already saved. And we're gonna go to basic information. We're gonna change the name into Historique. The handle. Just to save time, I'm not going to change the handle because you can only change them every 14 days. And this is like my personal YouTube account, which I just use to browse YouTube. So I'm just going to leave that. But your handle, you just put as your channel name. If it's already taken, then use Historique or your channel name and put some number, maybe 1, 2 after it, or 2, 3, 4, whichever number that you actually want to put after it. If you have a lucky number, you can just put the lucky number. And most likely that's going to be available. Now, let me delete this. You're going to put a channel description. Now, for the channel description, this is also something that's not make or break, but believe it or not, when you're starting a new channel, YouTube is obviously pulling every single data that I can get from the channel. So when you upload the very first video, it's pulling all the data, all the metadata from the video and including the whole channel to establish or figure out who to promote the video to. So our description, a very important thing that you need to have in your description is a few keyword that is related to what your channel is about. Now, all that I use is I use ChatGPT for my channel description. And the simple thing you're going to do is you're going to tell ChatGPT to generate or give me a usually 1 to 2 paragraph, a 1 paragraph channel description for a history channel, adding history keywords. Now it's going to generate us the channel description, and I'm going to copy and paste it onto YouTube. So journey through time with our history channel, journey through time with us here, history, where we uncovered the fascinating story and that's a big word for me to even pronounce. Event that shaped civilization from ancient empire and medieval battle to the Renaissance, World War, beyond, or channel delve into the life of historic figure, cultural revolution, and untold mystery of the past. Join us as we explore primary source, analyze key moments in history, and bring the past to life with engaging documentary and in-depth discussion. Last thing I always like to put is be sure to subscribe. You just have to have that verbal to be sure to subscribe. You can put anything after that. Be sure to subscribe to join us in this journey. So just like that, we have the channel description. I don't know why I'm putting O. Just like that, we have the channel description. Now, the email that you created for the channel, you're going to add that email right here at the bottom. It's important that you add that email at the bottom because tomorrow we're going to talk about why that is very important. It's a source of contact for people to reach out to you for business inquiry if they want to work with you. And at the same time, if anybody have any question, if people want to send you recommendation, which I only use it because whenever people want to reach out to me to work with me or they want to pay me to promote their stuff in my channel, that's the only reason that I have that. So it's going to be very useful in the future because it's going to actually add on to an additional stream of income. So I usually put that email right here so they can actually reach out to me for any business inquiry. Now I'm going to click publish. I'm going to refresh this real quick. Okay, hopefully it's saving. Okay. Now we uploaded the branding. We also uploaded the basic info on the channel. The very next thing we're going to do is going to actually go to the channel setting. Now, this is where we're going to go into the back end of the channel, and we actually going to give YouTube a couple more metadata on what our channel is about overall. So in general, so far, we've actually just completed the whole arts, the whole branding of the channel overall. So if we go to YouTube, for example, and I'm going to refresh this page that we had right here. We have the banner, the name, and we have the logo. And also we have it didn't change it, but it usually would. I'm not sure why my computer is lagging. And you also have the channel description with the email right here. So you basically have the whole channel built out. So on the chat, give me clear, if that makes sense. And also, guys, like I said, if you have like a lot of question, save the question right down too. Because when I'm going through, I do see some right now in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat, so I can't really see what you guys are posting. Awesome. Our banners need a historic picture. Your banner doesn't have a historic, it doesn't need to have an historic picture, to be quite honest. Remember, this doesn't make or break your channel. People are not gonna look at your channel and be like, I like this banner. This is very simple. Let me subscribe. You don't go to Walmart and say, I like their logo, or I like their art. You just go to it because you need to go to Walmart. You need the food. People need to watch your video. So now we're gonna actually optimize the channel. So far on our checklist, we have the name, we have the email, and we have the channel art, which is a logo banner. And also, last thing, I almost forgot that. We're gonna add the end screen. Now, end screen, we're gonna use Snapper for the end screen. You're gonna go back to Snapper, and we're gonna go back to their section. We'll go back to the home, create a graphic, and we're gonna look for end screen. Usually, you go back to head, banner, and profile page. You're gonna see this right here, YouTube end screen. Gonna click on that. And you can also use Canva for that one too. So sometimes I do use Canva. If we go back to the home page of Canva and we log in, you type end screen. It's gonna populate some end screen for you. And in simple term, an end screen is gonna help us to redirect when people finish watching any video on our channel. It helps us to redirect them into more video into our channel. So this is gonna help a lot with growing the channel and obviously helping the algorithm to promote our channel. Because when YouTube see that people finish watching one video and they go into another video on your channel, you have a higher chance of getting the channel promoted overall. So it's mandatory that you have an end screen for your channel. Now, this specific art that we're gonna make right now, you're gonna give it to your editor and they're gonna paste it at the end of every single video. Now, you can do an image end screen, which is what Snapper have. So let me open this, for example. Actually, let me actually see one that have to do with history at least. No, let me just use this. I'm gonna use this right here. And the only thing I'm gonna change, let me take out the flower. Whenever you want to take out something, click undo. You just click on that specific thing, and there's a delete layer right here. Or if you have like a MacBook, there should be a delete in your keyboard. You just click delete, or a regular keyboard, you just click backspace and it will delete it. Now I'm just gonna change that green into that original color that I picked out, which is B88625. Click on the background, color, B88625. And I'm just gonna change this into white. Now, again, if this is your first time using this, it might seem, obviously I'm just running through right now. It might seem a little complex, but keep in mind, this doesn't make or break the channel. It doesn't have to be perfect. Naturally, my eyes, I'm kind of like OCD when it comes to these stuff. So I always like want to make it at least a little bit perfect. So this seemed a little bit better for me, and it actually matched the branding. And I always, with most of my channel, I like to follow a specific color, and that color is the whole branding of the whole channel overall. So I'm gonna download this. It's gonna be my end screen. Now, this end screen is gonna be the last added to every single video uploaded on the channel. It's gonna be put as the last 20 seconds of every single video. This is what they're gonna see. So whenever you go on YouTube, for example, you watch a channel. Let me just type history. Click on this. What is? Oh. And I'm going to go to the end of the channel. Usually, see, this is their end screen. For the last 20 seconds of the video, for the most part, it's telling you they've right now they're promoting more video on the channel. So they created a playlist of 730 videos that they uploaded for people to watch, or even 2,000 videos that they have so far on the channel. So you're telling people to go subscribe to more video that are on your channel for, I like to put it 20 seconds. So they have 20 seconds to click into one of those options right here, which is basically to see more videos. And your editor will handle this. Basically, you will have to give them the instruction to add at the end of every single video. So that way they can actually add it. And it raises a chance for the people that stay to the end to watch more video on your channel if it piqued their curiosity. So now we have the end screen and all of those that I'm saying, the arts, especially this, you can save it in a folder so you can pass it to your editor to put it as end screen. And almost every single YouTube editor that have experience understanding what end screen is, and they'll know what to do with it. So you don't really have to give like a major instruction of what to do with it. For the most part, they should. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is actually optimize the channel. Now we have this list right here. First thing is we're gonna come up with we add the art. We're gonna come up with the channel tags, or as some people phrase it, metadata. We've already come up with the channel description. We're gonna add a default upload description into our channel, and I'm gonna talk about what that is. And we're gonna change the advanced setting of a channel. So whenever you create a YouTube account or a channel, there's some setting that help YouTube to understand what your channel is about or what category that your channel fall under. And all this help YouTube to better understand who to promote or what people that they need to show this channel to. Because if someone loves to watch history content and they never watch a basketball video, they're most likely not going to scroll on YouTube and see basketball content on their page. So the algorithm is designed to promote what the audience is proven to want to watch. So first we're going to start with is a channel tag, the metadata for the channel. We're going to go back into our channel, and this time we're going to go into setting, which is usually going to be at the bottom left. And also quickly, guys, to go back onto YouTube, if you click on your profile, you click view your channel, you click customize channel, it will take you to this whole backspace. This is the background of your channel. This is where you can view the analytic. You're going to see how many people are watching your videos, your individual content, the audience, and everything like that. Inspiration is just going to be where it's going to show you different people or different channels similar to yours. Now, let's go back to setting. We're going to go to channel. Let me delete this. We're going to add the keyword. Naturally, you select United States. We're going to add the keyword for our channel. Now, remember that we've gotten vidIQ from yesterday. I usually just use vidIQ for this, or using the homework for day one, you can use your competitor. So we have a history channel. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to type for history. Let me find some history channel. History. I'm going to open this one. Doesn't have to be a personal channel in this case. Beginning to now, I'm going to open that in a new tab. Epic History, open into a new tab. Should be about it. So now, because you have vidIQ, you'll be able to actually see the channel tag. So when you scroll down, let me refresh it. Sometimes you have to refresh it. Because right now I'm seeing just Social Blade. Let me make sure that my vidIQ is working. All right, refresh. This is very weird. Let me click on another video. Let me log out real quick. So usually on the side right here, because I actually want to go through this, on the side right here, vidIQ is going to pop off, and it's actually going to give you the tag to the specific channel. So what I'm going to do, let me log out. I'm going to log back in. All right. So for some reason, my vidIQ is not working. I'm not seeing any of the data. So just to save time, I'm going to use TubeBuddy instead or Social Blade. So usually when you click on the channel, you'll be able to actually see the tag that will show to the left right here. So right now my vidIQ is not working, so I'm just going to skip it. So on the tag section, let me see if I can find a Google picture of it. All right, there it is. So naturally, when you're watching a video, it's gonna have, it's not the clearest picture that we can get. It's gonna have this dashboard right here. It's gonna give you a score of the whole video that you clicked on. And all the way at the bottom, it's gonna have the tags. It's gonna say channel tags. We can't see it right now. Let me see if I can see one. All right, we can't see it, but it's gonna have the channel tag and where you can actually see the channel tag for you to actually click on. And usually what I do is I want to make sure if the tag are relevant to the niche, I'm gonna copy and paste them and actually just add them onto my channel keyword right here. But to do this manually is I'm just gonna type history for the most part, or let me see if I can actually just get it. Okay, so since I can't get the tag, I'm just gonna put relevant. But usually from the channels, from the competitors, you'll be able to actually see their tag and you can actually just copy and paste it. And what I'm gonna add, I'm gonna use my brain for now. I'm gonna type history. You click enter. Anything that have to do with history. Gonna type pass. And vidIQ would usually give me the keyword that most people are searching for, or some of the highest keyword within that niche. And then I would paste those keyword right here. But since for now it's not working, just to save the time, instead of trying to figure this out right now, I'm just gonna actually copy and paste it and actually just come up with some other one that I can think from the top of my head. History. Ancient history. Ancient civilization. History documentary. And I'll even use history channel. And I'll stop right here. So history, the past, ancient history, ancient civilization, history documentary, history channel. So these are some of the top that can come to my head and also that I would think that a lot of people will be searching for. But with vidIQ, you actually get the keywords. So that way you don't have to do much of much thinking. Now, you're gonna click save once we add the keyword, and we're gonna go back to setting, and we actually gonna go back to channel, and we're gonna change the advanced setting of the channel. Now, naturally, you want to select no, this is not for kid. And one of the reasons this is important is, especially from the beginning, I remember I said, do not start a channel into a kid space because obviously it's going to be very ad limited. So you have to select this is no, this is not for kid. Because naturally, if it's a yes, or if it's a I want this to be reviewed every time you're going to upload a video, they're going to have you fill out a survey to actually review your video to make sure it's actually kid friendly. Naturally, for every single channel that we own, that we run, we say, no, this is not for kid overall. And once you have that, you're going to go to feature eligibility. Now, mine is already approved with this account, but there will be a blue button that's going to say verify the YouTube channel. You have to verify the YouTube channel to be able to upload any video over 15 and also to even be eligible to get monetized in the first place. So to put thumbnails into your videos, to even upload a longer video, you need to verify the channel. So when you create that YouTube account, you're going to have to go to the section right here in eligibility, and there's going to be about a blue button, and you're going to click it, and you're going to put your phone number in there. Now, that's going to be the only time it's going to ask you for your phone number. So it's not a big deal. If you forget the phone number, they only want you to put it on there to verify you're an actual person. And once that is verified, it's the only verification that you ever have to do. And that's basically it. And you will click save. Mine's already saved. You're going to click save at the bottom right here. So on the chat so far, let me know if I'm making sense or if this is clear. On the chat. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, once we have the channel art, we have the logo, we have the name, we have the banner, and also we've changed the general setting of our channel, and also we've added the channel keyword, is we're going to change the default upload of our channel. So now the default upload is whenever you upload a video, you can add certain things that can be added to all of your video. So if you want to promote something in every single video with the default upload, you can actually add that thing there, and every single video that gets uploaded on the channel is going to be defaultly added into that video. So I like to put a default description. Now, what that basically is, usually I want to get a description with keyword that have to do with what my channel is about, because naturally, whenever a video is being uploaded, that description is actually going to be added into the video. So you can take that exact same description that we have from the channel, kind of view my channel. I'm going description. I'm going to copy and paste this. Going to add this here. And then the visibility naturally is going to be unlisted. That basically means when a video is being uploaded to your channel, it's going to be naturally put into unlisted. Now, we're going to have the default tag for the channel. Usually the default tag, you want to put the name of whatever your channel is about. So in our case, we have a historique. When your channel start blowing up, this is going to help. Whenever someone searches for the channel name, your channel will automatically show up first. Your videos will automatically show up first. Click enter. And the next tag I'm going to add is the biggest keyword that you can think of for your niche that people will be searching for. And for the most part, it's going to be the name of the niche. So I'm just going to type history. Now, we're not going to stuff this up because naturally when we upload videos in different topic, we have to put keyword that have to do with that topic. But naturally, whenever a video get uploaded, it's going to have those first two keyword on there on the channel. And usually when YouTube's seeing a pattern in every single video, so every single video will have this keyword and that keyword, it's promoting that into that specific target, which is history, people searching for history, and also people searching for the name of your channel, which is in the beginning, you're not going to get that much search or you will easily rank for it. But as your channel grow and build a massive following, it's going to be a lot easier for people to find your channel overall. And now we basically have the art and also we've optimized the channel. Now, the very next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can actually add your team onto the channel once you've built the whole team. The advanced feature, you just leave that alone. Joel, you can just leave the advanced feature alone. Now, before I actually move on, guys, let me plug in my laptop because I'm at 5%, so that way my laptop doesn't die. So give me 1 minute. Let me just plug in the laptop. All right, we're back. Now, once you build the team, you're gonna add the team into the channel. You're gonna go back to the YouTube studio and you're gonna go back into setting. Now, once you see setting, you have the general, you have the channel, and then you have the photo upload, and you're gonna see permission right here. Now, with the permission, you can add people to your channel without having to give them the username and password. All you click is invite. You're gonna ask he or she, whether it's a scriptwriter, whether it's the editor, or whether it's the thumbnail designer, access to their email. So what is their email? And you're just gonna put, let's say, for example, let's say james@gmail.com. And you're gonna select which access that you want to give them. Now, real quick, we have the manager access. A manager is basically somebody that can do every single thing the owner of the channel can do, but obviously they can't delete the channel. And they also, they can't delete the channel. That's something that they can't do. And we have the editor access. The editor can do everything that a manager can do as an owner. They can go live in the channel. They can create, they can edit the content, but they can't add other people because the manager can't add other people to your channel as we're doing right now. And they also cannot delete content. They can't delete videos, which the manager can do. Now, we have editor limited, which is usually the one that you're going to add people as. The other three at the bottom right here, we can just forget about them. This is just mainly viewer access for people who can just view your channel. But we need editor limited. Now, editor limited can basically upload video to your channel, which is needed. They can optimize the video so they can change the title, change the tag, change the thumbnails, which is what our team will be doing. But unlike all these right here on the top, because these, they can actually see all your analytic. But the editor limited, they can't see your revenue. Now, they'll be able to actually see your analytic. They can see how many views the channel is getting in the back end in the last 30 days, 7 days, in the last 48 hours. They can see the view count. They can see the subscriber count. But they can't see how much the channel is making. And at the same time, they can't delete a video. So it is in their job role to upload videos for the thumbnail designer. When the editor put the video in the channel, he or she will go and put the thumbnail in the video and obviously upload that video, but they can't delete a video, and they also can't delete the channel. They also can't add the user, and they also can't view the revenue. And lastly, I think, which is an important thing that I give my team access to, they can also reply to the comments. So all you do is add their name, their email, and you send them editor limited, and you click done. And naturally, let me put an actual email. I'm going to click done, click save, and it's going to send the access. Okay, it's going to ask me to verify. I'll skip that. It's going to send the access to that person email. And naturally, when it's in the access to them, they can actually view, they can actually view the backend. Similar to now it asks me to actually verify it. All right. They'll be able to actually view the backend of the channel. And they can now, once the editor is done with the video, he or she can just click upload and actually upload the video that he or she have made. And then the designer can go into the video and obviously add their thumbnail that they've made into the channel. And of course, usually the final thing, naturally, they'll add the title. And also the last thing is they can add the metadata of that specific video. Now, when you have vidIQ, I can't actually explain it right now because I don't have the Chrome extension. I'm not sure why it's not working. But when you have vidIQ, under this right here, the Chrome extension, it's going to recommend the tags. It will pick up what your video is about when you upload the video automatically. They have an AI feature that will recommend you the tag for that video. And for the most part, 90% of the time, it will match what the video is about. If it doesn't, For example, if your video is about history and then it's giving you health keyword, that's probably because the title have health or some sort in it. So you want to make sure that the topic is related to history. And naturally, vidIQ will recommend the tag for you to actually put into that video, and you just select them. Back then, I had to do the research and a lot of time use my intuition to at the same time to feel what people will be searching for in that specific topic or idea. But now vidIQ will generate it for you, and you just copy and paste. Just click plus plus, and it will add those tags right here. And obviously, you'll be able to schedule your video, whether you want to make it public right now for people to see it, or you can schedule it to be uploaded tomorrow at 12 p.m., 5 a.m., whatever time you want the video to be uploaded naturally. You click done, and then the video will be public at that specific time. And that's also another way that I stay ahead with my team. Every single channel that we run, we establish a specific uploading schedule. And that basically means, hey, we're going to upload every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time zone, and we stick into that schedule. So usually we're a week ahead and we have our team schedule this video so it could be uploaded ahead of time. So that's the simple way that you actually schedule your video. And now that your team have access to your channel, you don't really have to be involved and actually be uploading the videos yourself. So on the chat, let me know if that makes sense. Give me a clear or 100K on the chat if that makes sense. No, there's no need to share the channel email with them for the person that asked in the chat.